Hello, in today's program we're going to be working on the truck. Going to be checking for leaks. So if you already have dye in your freon, it'll make it a whole lot easier. If not, you'll probably have to put it in there. That's exactly what I had to do. I changed a whole bunch of parts. We'll get to that here in a little bit. We'll go out to the truck. But what I did, I put a charge of freon that has the dye in it. Well, I'm going to change the compressor and I'm going to add some PAG 50 oil in it. However much is in this is what I'll have to replace it with, because I've already put oil in it and I don't want to put too much in there. It's probably actually better not have enough than have too much in there, because you're trying to compress, instead of compressing a gas, you're compressing a liquid, and these compressors don't like that. But we'll go to the truck, and I've already recorded this clip, but I use this little light right here, black light, and I found my leak. But I'll show you all the stuff that I replaced on the truck. Basically everything except for the evaporator, which is the part that's inside the truck that gets cold, and the compressor. I didn't change the compressor. And guess where it was leaking at? The compressor. So we'll run out to the truck. Hang on, let's back up here a minute. But if you ain't got one of these kits, you can get one on eBay. They're about $15. It's got the glasses. It's got this one has a bunch of lights on it, black lights. This is a new one. I got to put batteries in it yet. It comes with a shot of dye that goes into. Put in your oil, put it in your compressor. It's when you have a system that's already broke open. If you have a closed system that's got maybe a little bit low on freon, you got a leak, well, you probably want to have the dye in the pressurized can. But this right here is the light that I use, real small one. It's what I already had on hand. Of course I couldn't find it, so I had to order another one. And before this one even came in, I found this one. It's the way it always works. But this is some old PAG 150. It's still sealed, and this has just the oil. It don't have no dye in it, so it'll be the color of probably clear oil. I mean, it's still got the seal on it, so it's still good. And also you might need a little kit of a whole bunch of O-rings. Got several different sizes of O-rings in there. That's if you, most of your hoses and stuff already comes with new O-rings anyway. So on this, I'm still waiting on I got to get a snap ring pliers. I thought I had one, but can't find it. So I got one ordered. Pull this out for the, right here. That's for your air conditioner clutch pressure switch. That goes down in there. Some have it, some don't. But I've got to get that swapped out. Actually, I ordered a new one. So instead of taking the old one off and putting it on here, I ordered another one. They're about $10. So this video is basically just chasing down leaks. In the next video, we'll change out the compressor and all that. And this is on a 99 Chevy pickup, and it's going to be very easy compared to the Silverados, which the compressor's up underneath. That would be fun. But this one's sitting right up on top. And we'll go out to the truck real quick and I'll show you. Okay, after I put in the dye, I even pulled off the whole front end of the truck. The whole front grill, just to get to these two fittings right here. And they are fine. I wanted to make sure these was okay. Let's see, I replaced the condenser. both these lines, they go all the way back. Okay, see how this compressor's up here on top of the engine? Make it a whole lot easier. But before I can change this out, I'm waiting on a couple of the O-rings that go under here. I went to O'Reilly's and they didn't have them. I imagine they had them, but the guy that didn't even know what he was... Anyway, we won't go into that. But I changed out this line. This one goes down to the condenser. But this is the only part that I didn't swap out right here. I changed all this stuff out about a couple years ago. It was coming into fall, and I had a leak, and I didn't have no dye with me, so I basically just let it go for a while. And then I don't use this truck much in the summer. I use it mostly in the wintertime. But on this compressor here, right here's your low side. See the big hose down through here? This is the high side, your red one. And your pressure switch is on the back side of the compressor here. Your cycling, it kicks on your clutch. So if you're low on freon, that's the part that kicks it on and off. So it's got to have enough pressure in order for it to kick it on. So I'll give you a shot of the dryer real quick. The accumulator. Okay, this is the dryer or the accumulator that I swapped out. All the new hoses come into that. And this goes into the evaporator, inside the truck. After a while, all these fittings get real bad. They just corrode together, and when you try to pull them apart, they just strip out the threads. So I basically got a whole new air conditioning system now. Everything except for the evaporator. Get the compressor swapped out sometime later this week when my parts come in. But we'll get this video made, and I already recorded the part where I'm looking for leaks, so we can roll that now. Okay, we're going to check this compressor here. See the green. See the green, that's the compressor leaking. See it down under here. Put the dye in it. See it real good right there. And around here on the field top too. Yeah, you can see that gasket around that compressor is just leaking bad. So we'll get a new compressor with these new O-rings, and that should fix it. Check it over here on this side. See on the bottom down here. Bottom down there on the compressor. It's just leaking real bad. Okay, over here on the accumulator, I didn't find nothing over here. So that's good. I didn't want to have to tear all this apart anyway. This dryer right here. This is all new. Okay, on the front here, by the front grill, I don't see nothing on these except for like a mark. Somebody used a pin on it. See, I'm just using this pin right here, pin light. Use off this black light, the special light that you got to use. So I think we know what our problem is. Okay, as you seen in the video, that you seen where the compressor was leaking, everything else looked good. So that's the main thing was leaking. You've seen a little bit around the top of these right here, but that's usually when you unhook them and they blow that stuff everywhere. So you really can't. If you got good O-rings up here, then it'll probably be fine. I think the torque spec on that is, I'll have to make sure. I got to double check on that. Your bolts here and mainly your bolt here, your torque specs on that. We don't want it too tight and we don't want it, too loose. So that's going to do this video, and the next one we'll swap out the compressor and get it charged up. And thanks for watching.